Kwasi Nation, Sanbonan Bafetu, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, OQB. Now, in today's video, Bafetu, I don't have much, but I do have some few updates that I think you will be interested in hearing. And also, we're gonna touch on Lendabale striker, which currently has agreed to join the club. I won't mention just yet, but obviously, before I dive more into the details, please do make sure to like the video or subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to click a bell notification so that next time when I post a new video, you get notified. So, Bafetu, before I dive more into Indaba striker and also one of the Kaizer players who has something, I just want to ask you something, Bafetu. Obviously, currently we have this break that is going to be here, and it's going to be a long break. I'm not saying I won't give you anything, but I will try to combine everything and so that I give it to you. But I do have one question. How would you feel about us trying to extend this channel, and then we try to include some of the other PSL clubs? Because obviously, the channel, I thought I'm going to speak about all the PSL clubs, but I just want to hear from you guys. Would you be interested in me expanding the channel, trying to include other PSL teams, even though I don't know much about them, but from Nina, and I've heard from some of the comments, hey, you're doing a great job in terms of reporting about the Kaizer Chiefs, but please do also report in terms of other PSL teams. Now, I remember I did try to do a poll back then, but actually the results, how were they looking? But now, from now on, what do you think about us trying to expand and then also include some of the other PSL teams? Because obviously this is Football Trends with QP, but I just want to hear your opinions currently, because you guys matter. You are the reason why we are here today, sitting at 23,500 subscribers. So please let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And then getting back to today's video, Bafetu, obviously we're gonna start with Edison Castillo. So as I'm speaking with you, it looks like Umfana has not been called up to represent Venezuela squad, which obviously it's the qualifiers, it's the FIFA World Cup qualifiers, which I do personally understand. He wasn't himself. If you look at some of his performances, he dropped. So I think this is the reason why Venezuela decided, as in, no, let's just give him a bit of time. Maybe he will cook and then he will come back because I remember Coach Nazaruddin Nabi was okay, Edison Castillo, you need to pull up your socks if ever you want to remain with the club. But it looks like Umchita is trying his best, to get back in form. If ever we can see that performance that he showed us when we played against Mamelodi Sundowns, I think Maganga builder on that and then continue to grow, be consistent. I think he is going to do wonders, because we have a deadly player la. But it looks like Coach Nazaruddin Nabi is trying his best to fix some of those Kaizer Chiefs players. And then going back to Indaba striker, but before I touch on the striker, let me just quickly update you on something that is interesting, because for me personally, I think it's interesting. So Amazulu FC have recently fired Pablo Franco, which was a coach before we played against him, and then Sampatabul. I think we won 3-1 if I'm not mistaken. And now, as I'm speaking with you, it looks like Amazulu FC are targeting Obeni McCarthy, which we all know at some point he was linked with the move to the Glamour Boys, and also there are a following list of coaches that might be replacing Pablo Franco. So we're looking at Morena, Morobili, Bradley Canal, Stuart Baxter, and also Omoshin Etegral, which I don't understand how they are going to do it, but it looks like they are targeting those coaches. And I think if ever they are going to bring Obeni McCarthy as a coach, that would prove something, because at some point I was interested in Benny McCarthy coming to coach Kaizer Chiefs. So I'm curious of it. I'm curious to see what is he going to give Lapano Amazulu with the experience that he has, because he went to coach Lapano Manchester United, which is something great. And currently I think they are failing or falling apart. We can see he had a huge impact in terms of how they performed. So him combining that with whatever he has learned, and obviously Kumbule Amazulu FC, he was the one who brought change after Usandile Zungu bought the club. I think they finished behind Mamelodi Sundowns, if I'm not mistaken. So personally, I think they should sign him. Mawamsign abafethu zishe once zishe sibone ukuthi yini into bekazoyenza laphayana naShorena, because I'm curious. For me, I'm curious to see what is he going to give. And then going back to indaba ye-striker abafethu, yo ngicela nginga-attack. Please don't attack me, but ngikhumbula kahle abafethu. Me, whatever I talk about on this channel ngiyakhumbula, and I remember doing a video about Samir Nakovic sikhala ngendaba ye-striker ngantshela ngathi bafethu Samir Nakovic ukhona is available as a free agent nina nithini, because I did not want to influence you with my own opinions ngabuza nina, and most of you said ukuthi yeah, he is fine, he can come back as Nankinga, because definitely we need a striker. He's going to do something better in terms of Kaizer Chiefs now that we have Coach Nazarudin Nabi. And then some of you also were saying I could be fit lo mjida loya kafuneki unetempa in yabona into ezifana nalezo, and he something man a lot, but you know, those are the things, because to me, I do read my comments and I make sure I read each and every comment. So keep on commenting to nation your opinions and thoughts, because it matters the most. So looking at Samir Nakovic, obviously I've talked about him. Samir Nakovic and the TS Galaxy have decided to part ways, but it's a mutual agreement. But for me, I think there's more to the story. But anyway, so looking at Samir Nakovic, I think he was wanted by SuperSport United, and yeah, something happened where I think he said no or something. But now, as I'm speaking with you, Bafethu Umchita has finally agreed with joining SuperSport United, and I am going to play for Kevin Hunt, which, yeah, we're going to see something different with the SuperSport United, Bafethu, because if you look at the players that they had, Bradley Krobler, Ikadoro, those players were key players in terms of their forwards. So if ever they're going to sign Unakovic, Bafethu, for me, I think SuperSport United is going to be, a little bit dangerous, because we know what Unakovic is, we know what he's capable of. So, yeah, I have to be honest. He's gone on fun. Obviously, he's a free agent, so that's how he was able to sign with the SuperSport United manje, because it won't give him a game time. Maybe he was thinking maybe Chiefs was imlandeli, because we have lost out. But hey, we don't know what Coach Nazarudin Nabi is thinking. We just know what he wants, a high quality striker. So but anyways, I think it's a good deal for him. He's gone, even though some of you were keen on him coming back to Naturena. So this is definitely something that I wanted to give to you, Bafethu. This is really from me. Probably Unakovic is going to help them currently, because as I'm looking at the log table right now, they are sitting at number 13, which is obviously bad. And Nati, I think we need to, up our socks and up the game, because we're currently sitting at number 6. So we need to do something about that. But I'm not too worried, because we have only played 3 matches. We're going to play the 4th match in 26, which is going to be far off. But anyways, it's fine. Hopefully we're going to collect those 3 points and then go a bit further, in terms of the log table. So yeah, Bafethu, I think that is what I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, and also Bafethu, ningixolele man, I've forgotten, I don't know ngikhohle kanjani indaba ye cup game, which is going to be played on the 17th of October. So on 17 we're going to play at Toyota Stadium. We're going to be facing Marumo Gallants again. There's this cup ngayazi, but a Kufa Cup angiyazi, to be honest, but it's something that is gonna be playing. So at least we're gonna have some few friendly games here and there. Obviously I will give you the score and everything, because since unaba they do things behind closed doors. So whatever it is that I'm going to find and then give it to you Bafethu. So yeah, I think that's all. You can let me know what you think about the striker known as Osamir Nakovic, and then also unginikeze answer yakho in terms of the question that I asked you in the beginning of the video. If ever ufike manje ufike late and you did not hear ukuthi yini lo mbuzo bokhona in terms of you guys, you can just restart the video and then ubheke so that you can find that question I was talking about. Answer yako down in the comment section below. I believe this is it Bafethu. Thank you so much for watching. Ngizonibona with something new kusasa.